Hey folks, if you're like me, you have a lot of dot files out there. These are configuration files that are used specifically for Linux, and historically, at least for me, these were always kind of a pain to manage. I use something called Git, which is a version control system that you all should take a look at, and maybe I'll do a video about Git at some point in the future to help manage dot files. But one of the more powerful tools that I've come across is something called RCM, and I want to walk you guys through how RCM works. Today, it's a really awesome tool, and it will help you kind of create the dot files and create the symlinks and all that stuff to keep the dot files well organized. So this tool is, oddly enough, really easy to set up. It's probably one of the easier things to do. So let's go ahead and walk you through it right now. And, oh, by the way, before I start, just want to let you guys know that I actually recorded this screencast earlier. So I did the screen on the audio earlier, and the audio got screwed up because I had some kids running around and some crazy stuff happened here at the house. So I'm actually recording myself watching the screencast, and I'm going to just kind of walk you through the audio here. So I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. If it's weird or something, let me know, and I won't do it again. Just leave me a comment. Just a reminder also to like and subscribe if you want to see more cool stuff like this in the future. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my video on my side here, and we can walk through it. First thing I want to do is go to the Thoughtbot website, GitHub, and look for the RCM repo. I'll put this actually in the link, the show notes. It's a URL. And GitHub. This is the tool I was telling you about. Thoughtbot's this great development shop. I'm not sure where they're based, but yeah. It consists of a few different binaries. There's RCup, which basically will create the symlinks for you, and is pretty awesome. There's rcdn, which is basically RC down, mkrc, and lsrc. We'll walk through most of these actually today, with the exception of lsrc. So jumping into the terminal here, just want to show you guys quickly my .files directory. It's under .files, which this is something that RCM will actually create for you if you decide to do it. So I'm not going to do that. Mine's already created. You'll see my .files here, xmod maps, my aliases, git config, all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to create a .file in my actual home directory called like demo.file here. So you can see it. This is just something arbitrary. I'm going to just put some text in here I'm just going to put like a hello world in here. Something really, really basic. And this will kind of just let you guys know that this could be whatever you want it to be. So now that's created, excuse me, I'm going to show you that it's not in the current .files directory. Remember, it is in my home directory. So let's look for it here just to kind of show you guys. You'll see it right there, demo. And I'm just going to do, if I remember the command, this is actually kind of embarrassing. I'm looking in my home directory for a file with demo. So demo.file is in my home directory, not in my .files directory, which is interesting. So mkrc, as I mentioned before, just run on that new .file in the home directory. Will, just like that, now take that .file, move it into the directory and the .files directory, and then create a symlink in the actual home directory. So here you'll see that if I run lsla on the current directory, this is my .files directory, you'll see that in fact that file is in this directory. If we look at the home directory, what's there? It's a link, which is really cool. So this is a link that is in my home directory now to the .file, the demo.file. So really cool thing with that is now, I can go ahead and, take that file, get it, commit it to GitHub or whatever, and we're good to go. I'm going to show you how to remove it. Just remove the symlink is as easy as just rcdn, and then you just, call the file, and now the symlink is gone from my home directory. Just that straightforward. This works for things in .config. This works for kind of anything else. And you'll notice here that the actual file still does exist in my .files directory. So files there, I can go ahead and add it to my Git, repo. There's a lot of stuff in here I probably need to check in, which I've not done yet. But that just gives you an idea how this works. I'm not going to walk you guys through LSRC. It's pretty straightforward. You can, I recommend you experiment with it yourself a little bit. Pretty solid tool. Now the documentation on RCup is amazing, and you can kind of take a look at it. We didn't really run RCup in this demo, but you get a pretty good understanding of how it works. If you just take a look at the docs real quick here, you'll see that you can actually run tags. There's ways of doing pre-post hooks. I think there's also ways of doing hosts, like you could set up so that based on the host, it gets certain dot files and all that stuff. So again, this is RCup, RCM. Really, really awesome set of tools. I hope you guys can find this useful in some way, shape, or form. And that's it. I'll take it easy, guys, and thank you for the time.